A dark and stormy night. There's a grim logic to the popularity of this trope in fiction. Too many nights like this can wear on a person. Too much of the same repetitive sounds, the fall of the rain, the rumbling peals of thunder. It eventually gets to people, starts to grind them down. It's bad enough for regular people, humans, I mean. But to a street doctor like me, someone who can feel the pain and suffering of the humans around me, someone whose very existence is devoted to making things better, less painful, it can be really damn miserable. I've seen a lot of pain and suffering in my time among the humans. A lot of good things, too, but definitely a lot of things I'd rather see less of. I've seen it all over the place. Hospitals, factories, back alleys, darkened bedrooms. But if I had to pick one theme, one sort of place where the suffering and the misery I see is matched only by the absolute weirdness of the situations I've encountered, I'd pick cheap motel bathrooms every time. Bog in Haven. I knew I was going to find something like this. Hey, you. Can you hear me? Hey, wake up. Wake up. Come on. Open your eyes. Come on. Pulse weak, feels steady but slow. Breathing shallow, also slow. This isn't good. You! Wake up! Open your eyes. Come on. Good. You're not too far gone yet. Stay here. Stay with me. I'm a doctor. I'm going to help you. But you've got to stay with me. Stay awake. You've got to stay awake. Yeah, keep those eyes open. Keep them on me. I need to sit you up for a moment, and I'm going to need to feel around on your back. I think I know what happened to you, but I need to be sure. Son of a bitch. Gone. Just a pair of stitched up incisions. At least they had the decency to pack you in ice before leaving. I've seen this sort of thing before. Cheap motel bathroom. Bathtub full of ice. The obligatory cell phone ought to be right there. Right where you'd find it when you woke up. If you woke up at all. I can work with this. Just stay with me, okay? I'm going to get you to where I can help you. Just stay calm and stay with me. This feels like cheating every time I do it. Still don't know how it works or why.
Well, in here. I'm off duty, so this better be good. What do you want? Wait, who is this?
Well in. It's Bel-Thrakka. I got a patient, needs treatment bad. I need a room set up, and fast.
Can't you just bring them in through the front and have them integrated like everyone else? Why bother me? I was just going to take a nap in the supply closet. Haven't slept in 3 weeks now.
Sorry, Willin. No can do. This patient is still awake.
What? Damn it. Oh, Noodles, I'm sorry. You can't bring a human into the clinic like that. They have to be sleeping so the construct can integrate their dream self and wake them up inside the examination room.
They go to sleep, Willin. They ain't waking up again. They're in a bad way. I'm pretty sure fairies stole their kidneys. I gotta bring them in awake, and I gotta bring them in soon.
But, do you understand how incredibly, intensely, and totally against clinic policy this is? You cannot bring a live, waking human into the construct. That's not how this works.
I've done it before, Willin. Several times. I know where the back doors and the shortcuts are. Hey! Stay with me, human. Eyes open. Stay with me. Willin, I need your help. I've got a human here with no kidneys, in a bathtub full of ice, in a shitty cheap motel bathroom, and unless I can get them some very nice medical treatment in the next 5 minutes local time, they are gonna keel over and die on me. And I really don't want that. Not when I can help them.
I am never going to get any sleep. Alright, Bel-Thrakka. What do you need?
I need a secluded room. Something in sub-level 2 near the boiler rooms. I need a neutral saline liquid support bed, a crash cart, an entropy battery, not a big one, mind, just something we can use to cool the saline bed real quick and then slowly warm the bed and the patient back up. 2 artificial symbiotes, external dialysis type, portable medical imaging scanner. Better get a level 2 containment module, just in case there are any leftover artifacts. And a Hermes-class broad-spectrum stimulant kit. That ought to cover what we need to keep them from having a croaker right there on the table.
Sometimes I hate you, Doc.
I know. Make it happen.
Give me 30 seconds your time. I think I can get it all ready. You better be ready then, too.
Will do. Hey! Don't you dare nod off on me now. You're gonna be fine. I'm going to get you out of here. But you have got to stay awake. Keep those eyes open. Look at me. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to let you die in this miserable cheap motel bathroom. You're better than that.
Ready, Doc. Sub-level 2, storage room 5. Everything's set up and waiting.
On my way. Human, I wish like hell you were asleep for this. But there's no other way of doing it. This is going to mess with your head a lot. We're going to go to a place where I can help you, and we're going there fast. Really fast. Stay with me. Just fight off the sleepy feeling a little longer.
Sweet baby Bog, they really are missing their kidneys. Get them inside the saline bed, right over here.
You got it cooled down?
Ice water cold.
Okay. In you go, human. Willin, get me those dialysis symbiotes. Bring them here and put one on each side of the patient's neck. These are going to be their kidneys for the present.
Got it. Done.
They'll start filtering the patient's blood in just a few seconds.
Oh boy. I'm glad that's done. Now that we've got them in the clinic and outside of objective time, we can take our own time and do what we can to drag them back out of the grave.
Do I even want to know about the other times you brought patients in here still awake?
No. Not really, no.
Nurse Royal, please report to Dr. Flenzer's office. Nurse Royal, report to Dr. Flenzer's office, please.
Where's that stimulant kit at? I need to put a small dose of adrenaline analog into the patient. And you look like you could use just a tiny bit of digitalin, Willin.
You're probably right, Doc. I was really going to get some sleep this time, too. I had a nest of cleaning towels built up in the supply closet. I was off duty. Dr. Flenzer's cat Noodles was napping in there. Guess I have to get through just one more patient before I can sleep.
You're a real hero, Willin. You know that. Okay, human. I'm going to give you a shot to perk you up a bit. And then I'm going to explain to you what just happened to you. Just a quick little pinch on the side of the neck. You're gonna wake up pretty fast now. No more cold, groggy, hazy fever dream. Just lay back in the saline support bed. I know the liquid is cold right now. We're gonna warm you up slowly. You're going to get through this. I'll give you a really quick and dirty rundown of the situation, and then I'll elaborate further while we get you closer to the life part of life or death. I'm Dr. Bel-Thrakka. I'm a street doctor. That's Nurse Willin. She's very tired. We're both demons. This place you're in is like a waking dream in the world next door. You're here because I brought you here to save your life. Fairies stole your kidneys. I think that about covers it.
I'm going to start warming up the saline bed, Doc. Slowly.
Thanks, Willin. I guess I can start tracing backwards on that sudden dump of information, human. It's a lot to take in all at once, but here goes. Like I said, fairies took your kidneys. Yes, fairies. Bedtime stories, old legends, mushroom circles in the fields, making deals in exchange for your firstborn, stealing your livestock and souring the milk. Those kinds of fairies. There's lots more types, but that's not important. What is important is that there's a small but very active ward of fairies that's been sneaking around in human cities and snatching people up and cutting out their kidneys. No idea why. They just like stealing kidneys, I guess. Kidneys are important. You kind of need them for living. You can get by without them for a little bit, but it isn't fun. The fairies who took your kidneys probably wanted you to live, which is why they took the trouble of stitching you back up and putting you on ice with a phone nearby. I can't think of who they thought you could call to help you, though. So, on to why you're here and where here is, which I guess would include how and why I found you.
Doc, you're rambling. Why don't you take a walk? We're going to replace the missing kidneys with zero reject tissue, right? Since we can't very well call Nurse Harbatkin and have some sent down here, why don't you go to the sub-level tissue bank and acquire what we need? I'll tell the patient a little more about what's going on here.
Thanks, Willin. I must have had one dark and stormy night too many. I'll be back shortly.
Dr. Shriyan, please proceed to room 12. Your next patient has been integrated into the construct and is ready for examination. Dr. Shriyan, proceed to room 12, please.
You feeling any better, human? No, don't try to talk yet. Just shake your head or nod. Good. So, what Doc said about me and him being demons, yeah, we're not like you. I mean, both of us look like you, mostly. I could probably pass for human in decent lighting, and Doc could fool most first-year medical students for a good while. But we're not human. We're different. We're from a different reality. Multiple levels of reality, actually. That's really all you need to know for now. It's complicated, and I haven't slept in 3 weeks. And we really need to fix you up before we get into existential topics. Those dialysis symbiotes are looking good. Do you feel yourself getting any warmer? Good. Are you, is there any pain coming from the incision sites? The places where they cut out your kidneys? Nothing at all? That's unusual. Lucky for you, I guess, but still weird. So we demons, we're not all one type, you know? Like there are demons that look like humans, and then there's demons that look like humans but different. Little variations in skin type, horns, claws, teeth, all that stuff. And the variations keep on going, depending on how we manifest down here in your level of reality. I mean, we can look rather different from humans, or nothing at all like humans. For instance, the director of the Dream Clinic, Dr. Damn, I can't get his name right when I'm this freaking tired. He's literally nothing but a floating ball of teeth. Dr. Ngimba looks like an old-fashioned Renaissance age physician who's half zombie and half wood. Nurse Penny looks like a human-sized Victorian porcelain doll with all black eyes and some really unsettling habits. Sorry. Nurse Shaw, I guess you could call him a Naga. Half man, half snake, 6 arms, snake head, and he never smiles. Nurse Felix is sort of a spider-like creature, I guess. He's really helpful and really clever, but I get jittery watching him walk. Are you feeling okay? You just went a bit paler than your current shade of death warmed over. Oh, I get it. Not a fan of spiders. Well, you're not likely to lay eyes on Nurse Felix while you're here. He seldom has a reason to come down to the sublevels of the Dream Clinic. The Dream Clinic is, well, you know when you dream, sometimes the rules change and you can do stuff you normally couldn't. Well, the reason that happens is that when humans dream, they're actually projecting a part of their minds into the dreamlands which surround what you know as reality. Again, it's complicated and I don't have the braining power right now to explain it right. But this clinic is sort of a quasi-real construct, a place that demons built, that stays in place even if no one is dreaming about being here. The clinic is staffed by a variety of demonic types, and we basically gather up dreaming humans while they're sleeping and provide a broad assortment of medical treatments. Mostly because we can, but partly also because, well, that's just how we're wired, I guess. Nurse Declan, please report to Special Care Unit Suite 3. Nurse Declan, report to Special Care Unit Suite 3, please. Some demons just want to help out in their own various ways. The Dream Clinic is an outlet for that. I'd said that humans get brought over here while they're dreaming, and that's supposed to be an inflexible rule. There's an entire procedure we have to put any gathered up dreamers through just to get things so the human wakes up in the clinic as their dream self so we can work on them. Apparently, Doc has found a way of just cutting out the middleman and bringing live, waking humans in here as he pleases.
That could have gone better. But at least I got what I needed.
What happened, Doc? You weren't caught or anything, were you?
Nearly. I had to pretend like hell to look busy while I was in the tissue bank. And then after finding what I needed and getting ready to leave, I nearly tripped over that goddamn cat.
Is he okay? You didn't step on him, did you?
I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. Noodles is just dandy. He's probably made his way up to the main level again already. Before you know it, he'll be sitting in one of the examination rooms licking his butt and staring at whatever new patient is just waking up in there. How's our patient doing?
They seem to be doing okay. Still warming them up, but they don't look like they're drooping dead just yet. The dialysis symbiotes are just sitting there, chugging merrily away at the patient's blood and cleaning it for them as they should be.
Once they get up past room temperature, I'll give them a few more stimulants, and then we can see about opening those incisions, getting everything squared away inside, and then installing these new synthetic kidney replacements. Did you tell them about us? About the clinic and demons and all that? I really was starting to ramble just then.
I told them a bit. They're more awake and alert now, but I'm really not sure how much they actually took in, or whether they'll remember it in a day.
Who knows? Hard to tell, what with them technically being awake and physically present here instead of just their dream self-manifestation.
I was going to ask about that. How did you manage to get them in here without... Oh, sweet bog, I think they're crashing.
Again. Do it again.
I feel sick. Did they stabilize, Doc?
I think so. Hey, you still with us? Yeah? Don't do that ever again. Do not die in here. I lose enough patients back in the world where I can't always do enough for them when I find one. I'm not gonna lose you in here where I can. Well, get in the Hermes kit and hand me the syringe marked "Do Not Touch."
You're joking, right?
I don't do humor, Willin. Too busy doing medicine. Give me the syringe.
Okay. What's in it?
A bit of everything that makes you go faster. I didn't think I'd need to use it, but that was before they almost bought the farm. Human, this is going to hurt a bit, but then you're going to feel absolutely amazing. Try to ignore that feeling and just stay still. You've got to stay still while we're working on putting in your new kidneys. Here goes. Okay, Willin, help me turn them over. Let's take a look at those incisions.
Nurse Beatrice, please report to anomalous item storage, level 1. Nurse Beatrice, report to anomalous item storage, level 1, please.
Human, rest your forehead on this pad here and try not to think about anything in particular. This would be so much easier if you'd been asleep when I brought you here. Willin, set up the imaging scanner. I want to make sure there aren't any Fey artifacts stuck in them somewhere.
Already done, Doc. Just need to run the scan itself.
Only anomalies showing are the stitches themselves. Looks like whoever stitched these incisions likes to do all their sewing with elf hair. Not all that dangerous, but it can cause complications, what with all those diseases elves can carry. Best to have those stitches out first thing, and then we can reopen the incisions and insert the synthetic kidneys. Bring that containment module over here, Willin, and pull out the stitches as I cut each one of them.
Got it.
Human, let me know if you start feeling any pain through that cocktail of pharmaceutical joy I just put into you.
That's the last one. Why is elf hair so hard to cut?
I'm not sure. We don't know all that much about most of the Fae. No one's had a chance to actually study them that much. They weren't supposed to be part of this level of the simulation. Close up the containment module and pass me those kidneys. I'm going to spread open this incision.
Here they are, Doc.
Okay. These are self-attaching synthetics, but they still need to go in the right way first. And the other one, same thing. Simpler than rocket surgery. Perfect. I'm gonna reseal these incisions with the bone stapler from my medkit. It's quick and fast, and the bone staples will simply reabsorb into the body in a week or so. There's gonna be some weird scarring from all of this, though, mostly on account of not having done the surgery after a normal integration into the clinic construct. Can't have everything, I guess. At least the human will live. How's that saline bed warming up, Wolin?
Getting close to normal human body temperature, and the patient isn't far behind.
This doesn't concern you, Nurse Long. Just keep slithering. You didn't see a goddamn thing. Oh, no you don't. You're still on Harbatkin's shit list, remember? On account of that stunt you pulled with the coffee pots? Everyone knows it was you. Now get along with whatever business you were about. Close the door behind you and scram. We're not here, you weren't here, and this human for damn sure wasn't here. You think so? Remember what Harbatkin said she'd do if she caught you trying to fix anything upstairs? Remember the part about Nurse Penny? I can do worse. You just try me, Nurse Long. I dare you. That's what I thought. Now go thee hence from here.
Blood of the deep ones. Nurse Long always gives me the shivers.
He's alright. You just have to know how to talk to him. He doesn't think the same way as a lot of the other clinic staff.
I don't even know what he looks like entirely. I've only ever seen his head or his tail. It's freaky and weird, and I don't like it.
At least he isn't as aggressively disturbing as Nurse Penny.
Oh, Bog.
Focus, Wolin. We've still got this human to finish fixing. Just got to close up these incisions. Hand me that bone stapler from my medkit. It should be near the top.
Here you go, Doc.
Try not to move, human. This stapler is going to sound painful. I'm still pretty sure you aren't going to feel a thing through all those chemicals I shot you up with, but it sounds scary. Left hand incision closed. And there's the right side. I'm glad that's done. Human, I don't know how well you're going to remember any of this later on, but know that I have dragged you headfirst out of an all too early grave. I'm fairly certain you would have fared far worse if you'd been left in that tub full of ice just a little bit longer. But we need to get you out of here and back to where you belong. I didn't exactly bring you here through official channels, and you're really not supposed to be here. Not like this, anyway. Well then, take this phone and run it through the medical scanner. It's the one I found with the human. I want to make sure it's not bugged or enchanted or compromised in some other way.
I hate these things. Do you know how many times someone gets integrated into the clinic for an examination and their stupid phone shows up with them? Well, it isn't bugged or enchanted at least. Battery is at 73%, and there's no lock or passcode on it.
It will work for what I have in mind. Is the patient back up to normal body temperature?
What? Oh, yeah, they're back to normal again. I think they're stable enough to move now.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to pick you up out of the support bed, human. Well then, can you do something about all the equipment in here?
I hate you, Doc. Just want you to know that.
You're a doll, Wolin. A doll and a hero. I owe you one.
I'll deal with it in a bit. I need a nap first. That support bed looks comfy. I could sleep there. I could sleep.
Get some sleep, Wolin. I'll catch you later. Come on, human. We're going now. We're back in that sketchy motel room I found you in. You won't be left in the bathtub this time, though. I'm going to put you on the bed instead. And here's that phone the fairies left you. We've checked it, it's clean. You can use it to call someone to come get you. But my work here is done. I really hope you pull through. And maybe one day we'll meet again. Goodbye, human. And good luck. And so I left them in that cheap motel room, as patched up and restored as I had it in my power to do. Only time would tell if they'd recover completely. But that's where my part in this story ends. Now comes the part where I make my way back into the gloom of this stormy night. Because somewhere out there in the storm, in the dark, there's someone else. Someone in pain. Someone who needs help that only I can give. My name is Bel-Thrakka, and I'm a demon street doctor. It's what I do.